Good morning and welcome to Alexandria Games, as always located here at 200 Watson Street in downtown Ripon, Wisconsin. And today we are going to do some painting. Sorry, I just noticed my webcam is frozen. Ruh-roh. What's going on with this thing? See if we can get it to wake up. Maybe. Nope. Okay. We're just going to move that completely out of the way because that looks a little silly, having that frozen. There we go. Alright, so we will focus on just our main camera today. And I apologize for any shaking because the camera is located between my legs. That's just where it fits in this particular situation. So, I guess we should show off what we're painting instead of what we're painting with. Let's see if we can get camera focus here. Nope. Maybe. It's thinking about it. No. It's going to do this to me again. Come on. You can do it, camera. There we go. Captain America. We're going to paint Captain America from the Marvel Crisis Protocol core set here today. Probably not a surprise for anybody that watches our Facebook, because I posted a picture of Cap and Red Skull here and said I was going to paint them this week. But just so you know, that's what we're doing. So I have some Army Painters paints here, which are basically going to be, hilariously, mine are from the Guild Ball set, because I never finished using all of the Guild Ball colors, but these are all paints that are available here in the shop. So we've got some Army Painter blue, red, and white. For the skin tone, we're going to use some Vallejo Game Color Cadmium Skin. Nice pale color. I felt it was a better color for him because I was going off of the comic books, and he's like pasty white in the comic books. It looks like Captain America never gets out to get some sun in the comic books. He is like white. So we're going to do that. And then we've got some, what do they call the brown here from the Army Painter for the Guild Ball set? Old Boots. We've got some Old Boots brown, and we'll use that for some of the harnesses and things on him, his little ammo pack dealios and the harness that he keeps his shield attached to when it's not on his arm and all that. I'm going to move this lovely Army Painter wet palette out of the way so that I can paint up front here. And yeah, this is basically going to be one giant... Oh, I'm going to put you on pause, folks. I got a delivery that just showed up. My apologies. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I did not know I was going to get a delivery that early. Alright, so let's start painting. I have a reference up on my computer screen, just so you're aware. I'm not doing this from memory. That would be crazy pants. I do have a friend that probably could paint Captain America from memory, but I cannot. So let's start by getting in some blue. Yeah, there goes that camera. Like I said, it's in between my legs, so I apologize for the shakes. Start getting some blue in here. And I will do my best. I will do my best to Bob Ross this up while we listen to some chill music. And if you have a question or two, please feel free to toss them in the chat, and I will do my best to pay attention and answer them for you. Other than that, we're just getting ready for our week to start here at Alexandria Games. So we are Monday through Sunday that we're open. I'll do my best not to screw up Cap's shield here. Feeling very shaky this morning. Hope everybody can see that. Some lovely road noise for you here this morning. You know, we're full service on our road noise here at Alexandria Games, especially on our streams. We do whatever we can to make sure you hear all of that road noise. Alright, let's see here. We're going to get your Cap going here. Cap. This is going to be fun. His ear sticks out the side of this thing. I don't want to paint his ear, but I will paint over the little wings, and we'll come back over those later. Hopefully this camera setup is working a little bit better than the last time I tried to do a paint stream. Maybe just a little bit. Not really. I feel like the focus is still all messed up. Do this here. Oh my goodness. I will say that the Crisis Protocol minis are some of the smallest minis I have ever put together. They are just tiny minis. Like, Cap's got these pauldrons. Oh, let me see if I can get this to actually focus, for God's sake. I need another light over here too, don't I? Okay, you see the pauldron there with the Avengers A on it? That is a separate piece, and his arm is already two separate pieces. So putting those pauldrons on, and I lost my tweezers before I did this, but putting those pauldrons on, that was a bit of a challenge. I'm not gonna lie. That was a bit of a chore. But I did enjoy it, so, you know, go figure. This is kind of my thing. Putting together and painting tiny little plastic people, it's kind of my thing. So, you know, it works. We've got to get around his eye there with all this blue. It actually goes underneath. I'm wondering if I need to go grab a super detail brush. I do have a wonderful tiny tip brush from the Army Painter called the Psycho, which would probably work really well for this. Let me see if I can get his chin piece here, because that's supposed to be blue too. I'm happy with that. Can I get your... Okay, yeah, we're just gonna have to go over the top with some cadmium later. I really should get one of those magnifying glass with the lights, you know, the big circle magnifying glasses with the lights, ring lights around it. That would make this much easier. Alright, so now we can move into Cap's little turtleneck here, which is also blue. There's a lot of blue in this, but he does have a little, like, turtleneck thing on. So, get this. That neck is not exposed skin. It's actually like this little turtleneck dealio. And then this front piece is also blue. This part next to it is brown. And obviously the star is white. But we can get all the way down to his rib cage here. And then we'll go back over with some red and white on the ribs and the star. So I'm kind of a sloppy... Oops, sorry, I'm just showing you the bottom of the thing, aren't I? I'm kind of a sloppy detail painter. Like, I kind of just go piece by piece, color by color, and I try and start with a color that makes sense to be, like, the color I'm going to cover up every now and again when I make a mistake. But I have to admit that I am not particularly precise with my paints from time to time. So I'd like to get better at that. Oop, I'm throwing that camera all around, aren't I? Apologies there. But yeah, I have a tendency to just kind of throw my paint around and be like, okay, I can cover that up. I can fix that mistake or this mistake, you know. But yeah, I think everyone should have their own style of painting. You should not be able to paint like everybody else. I think they would tell you that about any kind of art, right? You just kind of end up with your own groove at some point. But I would like to do just kind of like a basics of mini painting kind of class here at the shop, and at least introduce the idea of mini painting to people, not necessarily tell them that this is how you have to do it, because I am not the greatest of mini painters. I promise you that, but I do very much enjoy mini painting, and I think other people would as well. I do have at least one card here at the shop up in our little card holder for people who actually will paint your minis for you for a fee, and they are much better at this than I am. So I would not charge for my services because I don't feel like I'm that good of a mini painter. Plus, I don't have the time. That's kind of a biggin. You got to have time to paint. So, but yes, we do have people who you can pay to paint your minis for you. There are cards up here at the register here at the shop. So, we will get. Is this part blue? Yes, this part is blue. Have to check my reference. We are going to paint his armpit blue. Captain America's blue armpit. Probably a set of trivia you'll never get, but you know, Cap's armpits are blue. Now you know. There you go. Okay, we're doing pretty good. I'm liking this. We're getting a nice little blue base coat going here. Getting underneath the shield is going to be a pain in the butt, but you know, just the way it goes. Because that's got to be blue, then white, right there. And then we're probably going to need to get some old boot brown in here for those straps. But then Cap's boots and his gloves are not brown, they are red. So we're going to have to get some red in there too. And the shield's vibranium, so I guess we should try and get some silver in there for these parts right there, right? So, I mean, we could make them whatever color we wanted. I mean, this is the other nice thing about painting minis. You know, this is, like I said, the Marvel Crisis Protocol core set, which is miniatures war game. But if you wanted to, you could literally pull these guys out, put them together, spray paint them neon pink, and that would be totally fine. That is entirely up to you. So don't ever feel like you have to get super crazy with this stuff. If you want to just spray paint all of your minis bright pink, you can do that, and you can play the game. Painting is not required in order to play the game. Some crazy people like myself just really like busting out teeny tiny brushes to paint all these teeny tiny plastic people. And we're kind of lunatics for it. Alright, let's get his pants painted up. His pants are blue. We get to go crazy with the blue on his pants. I'm debating whether to make these knee pad bits blue or brown. I could make them brown. My reference photo has them blue, but I could make them brown. I don't know. Thinking about it. Nah, I'm gonna make them blue. I think they look pretty good blue. And we'll do some other stuff on top of here in a bit. We'll do some dry brushing. We'll do a wash, kind of make him look a little like he's actually been in a fight for a little while, a little dirty. Always makes things look better. Wash is the magic of painting minis, is the wash process. If you put a wash on at the end, you take minis from, oh, you painted some color in some tiny places on this tiny little plastic person, to Dang, that looks good. That's what washes do. That's the best way I can describe a wash. Apologies, Cap. I'm gonna get this paintbrush all up in your butt and other regions. But you need to have paint on your pants. All over your pants. This is a very interesting thing to stream, by the way, because I'm looking down trying to see what I'm painting, but I'm also looking up the reference, but I'm also making sure my face is pointed towards my microphone, but I'm also making sure my head looks the other way to see if anyone is chatting at me. This is not easy. I tell you. It's hard to be a streamer. I won't claim to be a truly professional streamer, but I mean, I'm trying. Just because I enjoy showing you guys this stuff. I feel like if you get a chance to see it in somebody's hands, you know, help you make some decisions if you want something like this, you know. And it gives me an excuse to sit here and paint for an hour, which I always enjoy. Definitely be nicer if we can change the equipment up and get a camera that doesn't autofocus all over the place. That way you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Instead of looking at a blurry, somewhat humanoid figure slowly turning blue. I did decide not to use my water bottle trick here today, just so you didn't have to listen to the water bottle crinkle and crackle as I moved it around. So, there is that today. Oop, sorry, hit the camera. Alright. Almost done with the blue. Seeing some spots need to get filled in. The poses are so dynamic on these minis that sometimes you lose track of what corner you started in. And keep having to kind of flip them around and go, did I paint that side? I think I painted that side. Ah! And then I drop them. At least I didn't drop them on the floor. That would have been really bad. Alright, I think we're almost done with the blue. Just got a little bit more here. Making sure I don't leave big gaps underneath his pits or in his knees. Spot right there. I could get some paint in there. Oh, hey, Jesse. Thanks for liking the stream, bud. Appreciate that. Very, very kind of you. You know, just as a reminder, we stream simultaneously on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook Live. So you can join us at any of those spots. And there are chat options across all of them, and I will do my best to answer you if you chat at me. Can't make promises that I always see it, but I do try and keep an eye on it. Okay, we're going to cover that up just because that's going to be hard to do later. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, nope. get some blue on it back here, in between the harness bits and bobs. I think this is supposed to be blue. Okay. So then that part will be his face. And that part is brown for the little strappy thing for his helmet. And then that part is white for the America A. And then that's kind of his neck. Brown, silver, red and white. Okay, I think we're done with the blue. I'm going to set this down while I clean this brush. You can see where Cap's sitting at right now. That's where he's at. Clean this brush off. I'm enjoying the tunes this morning, I gotta admit. Can't go wrong with the chance to just paint some minis and listen to some music. Quite relaxing. Although I really only have about 15 minutes left, and then I'm gonna have to go ahead and get the stream shut down because I have a business phone call today. Woohoo! But actually, it's really good because we're getting our Wizards Play Network account set up so that we can start doing some organized Magic the Gathering stuff here soon. Getting all that in place will be really good. I know people have been asking for it, so. Can't wait to listen back to part of the stream so I can see just how absolutely awful the audio is with the AC running full tilt right behind my microphone. But I didn't have a choice because it was hot in here. It was super hot in here this morning. I even had the awnings out early this morning. I left them out last night just so I wouldn't have to put them out in the morning. Sorry, you can tell I'm concentrating, trying not to screw this up, because I'm not talking. I'm going to have to come back over this another coat here in a minute. Can we start in with the red? We can start in on the gloves, actually. The reference material I have... Oh my god, I'm way out of frame. I'm sorry. The reference material that I have here even has these little buckles done in a metallic color. Looks really nice. Double check my reference here. Yes, I have the actual Atomic Mass Games website pulled up. Atomic Mass Games is who makes Marvel Crisis Protocol. I have their website pulled up so I could look at how they painted everything. Just because I wasn't sure if I wanted to paint it exactly like the way they did, or if I was going to try and do more like the comic books or what have you. Theirs looks really, really good, so it's a good reference. Give you a little high five here, Cap. There you go. A little red there. I have to go back with white in between the blue and the red here, so I'm really focusing on not getting too much red over there. Okay. That looks pretty good to me for the first coat there. I have to go back over that a little bit, I think. Let's get underneath here, though, and get his glove under the shield. That strap there is going to be brown, so we'll try not to get too much red on that. See if I can come at this from the side here. There we go. Oops. I'm getting a lot of red in the white area. Ugh. Just trying to paint the back of his glove. Okay. Okay. Not mad at that. Now I'm trying to see, is that his pinky or is that part of the strap under there? I can't tell. I want to say that's part of the strap under there. That is not his pinky. I will not paint that part. Okay. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to come back up to the shield. Go ahead and put another ring of red here. Probably would have been easier to put the white on first and then put the red over the top of it. Probably doing this like a dingus. I did not claim to be an intelligent man. I just claimed to be someone who likes to paint tiny little plastic people. Oh man, now I'm really getting messy. Now I'm all nervous. I'm getting messy. Oh lordy. Oh, disaster has struck. Oh no. Let's see if I can clean this up with a second coat here. But like I said before, if you can paint okay, then you throw a little bit of wash on, and whoa, the difference a wash will make. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. I'm like sitting awkwardly on my chair here, and one of my butt cheeks just fell asleep. I'm not gonna lie. That's a weird feeling. Alright. Now that I've made you listen to me talk about that, let's paint his boots. And of course, the boots are going to be hard because I don't want to get red paint all over the ground. Because I will base this later. I'll put like a little shrub sticking, a happy little bush sticking out of the pavement there. Because there's no such thing as pavement that has, you know, is just perfect. It never stays perfect, right? It might start off looking pretty good, but cracks and the weeds and all that start poking through. So we'll put that on the base here. Show that off. Probably just take some pictures of that and put it on Facebook or our Instagram. Maybe I'll put it on our Instagram. That would be fun. Am I completely out of shot here again? I am, aren't I? Terrible. Hey, Jonathan, thanks so much for liking the stream. I appreciate that. I feel like the music just shot right up in my ears. Let's turn that down just a little bit. Alrighty. Painting some boots, painting some boots. Well, this is a dangerous corner here. I feel like I'm gonna get all goofed up down in this part of his leg. What is boot and what is pant leg that I missed painting earlier? Oh, now I'm throwing the camera all around, and that's my thumb. You don't want to look at my thumb. Let's get my thumb out of the way. It's turning into a Shaun of the Dead joke. You've got red on you, Cap. It's not even that there's a camera in the way as I'm trying to do this. I don't think I'd be able to properly do this even if the camera wasn't here. I'm like contorting myself to get around these corners. As I said, I am not the most amazing mini painter. I'm really not. I just really enjoy doing it. I'm sure there's a better way to do this than the way I'm doing it. I have no idea what this music is. It's the royalty-free music channel. So it's just playing stuff. So I don't get DMCA'd. Because Lord knows you don't want to sit here and just listen to me the entire time. Gotta have music. Alright, let's get his other boot. God, I can't stop hitting the camera. Is anyone paying attention to the lyrics? Do I have a dumb song on right now? I hope I don't. Here's some auto-tune. Gotta love it when you do the turn. It's like, oh, look at all that beautiful paint, and then you turn it and you're like, oh, there's zero paint on that side. So we will throw some paint down on this side. Why do I hear jingle bells? Is this thing playing Christmas music on me now? Seriously? Oop, ah. And I dropped him. Alright, here we go. I would say we currently have a red and blue Captain America. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot to put red in his little... He's got like an abs section to his uniform here. It's like right above the belt right there. And it's supposed to have like red and white stripes. So let me clean this brush off that I started cleaning off. We'll grab a little bit more red. We'll get back in there real quick. Let's see if I can figure out... Oh yeah, I can sort of see which is which. Okay. The spray primer I used did fill the lines in just a little bit, but I can still see the difference. Oh, I am making a mess of this. Good Lord. Oh, yeah, that's not turning out very good. I did not do a very good job there. Let's see if I can redeem myself a little bit here. I'm going to use Cap's hand to steady my hand. What on earth did the music just do? Sounds weird. Oh, it was so much better until I went back and did something else to it. Sometimes that's the real trick with this, learning when to stop. Sometimes I just go a little bit too far. Switch here. Okay. The back turned out alright. I'm not mad about the back. I'm gonna let that dry a second. It's gonna need another coat to really make that red layered there. You know what? I could do a second coat on the outer rim of the shield here while I'm waiting on that. You know who I think would just automatically be good at painting minis? Is all those people that do like fingernail art, you know, like the nail art where they've got like all the bits and bobs like painted onto the fingernails. Those people I feel like would be really good at doing painting of minis. Okay. Middle of that shield's going to be a bit of a pain in the butt, I have a feeling. But that's just because I did it to myself. Let's try and do a second coat here now on these little bits on the inside. Okay. That's good. He was never going to be perfect, but I'm liking him so far. Definitely looks like Captain America. That's for sure. Having a paint scheme of red, white, and blue makes it, a little bit easier. What is this music? So weird. That's a little better. Alright, let's see. I've got about 5 minutes left. Do I want to try and do the white? I feel like the brown's going to pop more for the camera here. Let's try doing the brown a little bit. He's got all these little straps and whatnot here. Get our old boot brown going on the paintbrush here. Alright. Start under the armpit. Oops. Really whacked the camera that time. I'll go back over with some silver or something to try and pop the buckle bits out here. The one that's really going to get me is he's got a little chin strap. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that with the brush I have here. I think I'm... Oh, no, I hit his chin. Dang it. Alright, well, screwed that up. Let's see if I can get that off there. Alright, got most of that off. That's alright. Let's try that again without hitting the chin. Got a big old honking chin, though. Not gonna lie. Thing sticks out. Alright. I feel like I'm rushing. I need to slow down here. The pressure to perform on camera, I tell you. There we go. Well, that's not bad. Okay, that's a good start there. Let's get the back. We'll go back over the buckles later, like I said before. Use some kind of metal-looking silver or... Actually, I probably have a couple of metallics actually sitting here. If not in my own painter's toolbox, then in the paint rack. Let's get some more brown in there. Paint also definitely helps cover up some of your mistakes during assembly. flashing lines, or if there's a little bit of a gap, putting a piece in. I would say it's probably rare that somebody grabs hold of your pieces and, sits there with a magnifying glass looking at them, but, definitely past the table view here, I think. As long as he doesn't end up looking like zombie Captain America. But yeah, that's where he's at. I'm going to move the camera here a little bit. A second. Try and get a better view of him. You can see there's my reference. Always have a reference up. And then let's do this. Gotta see a little better. Oh, there you go. Alright, so he's got blue, he's got red, he's got some brown. So we'll throw a bit of white and some silver on there later. Flush it out, finish him up. Then we'll get a wash on him, make him look a little grimy, like he's been rolling through the dust and the dirt in the middle of a fight. We'll do some basing. So we'll actually paint this base, and we'll put maybe a little shrub or two right here, a little bit of grass poking out, just to make it look like it's part of a real world. And that'll be it. That'll be ready to go on the board. So yeah, this was Marvel Crisis Protocol. This is where this Captain America figure is from. Now the music is completely down. How weird. But yeah, there are 10 minis in total in the core set. It includes Captain Marvel, Black Widow, Captain America, Spider-Man, Baron Zemo, Crossbones, Doc Ock, the Red Skull. Did I forget anybody? Oh, Ultron. Ultron's in there. I think that's everybody. Did I list off 10 there? I can't remember. Oh, Rippin' Main Street Incorporated. Thank you for the like. Thank you, Craig, or whoever's running the computer over there. Appreciate that. But yeah, ton of minis in there. They also give you terrain. They give you some. They give you a Daily Bugle newspaper stand. They give you some street lights, some lamp posts, a couple of cars, and some dumpsters. And that's all to set up so that you have terrain and things like that in order to throw, because you can actually throw terrain in this game. And then the core set has a bunch of scenarios for you, how to play the game, a little starter game tutorial, all sorts of good stuff. And then there are additional character packs, which are usually 2 characters each, but things like Thor and Valkyrie were in a character pack. The bigger ones come on their own, so like Hulk is his own, Thanos is his own, MODOK is his own. But yeah, all sorts of stuff. I have a good friend who's working on collecting every single character for Marvel Crisis Protocol, which is going to be a lot. But yeah, it's a really cool game. Very easy to play, and as soon as I finish, with my addiction to painting all these little plastic people, we will set up a demo game here in the shop, and we will show you more of Atomic Mass Games' Marvel Crisis Protocol. But for now, I'm going to call it a day and get the shop opened up, so we hope to see you soon. Have a fantastic rest of your day.